Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about 5 things that were in Spelunky HD that are not in Spelunky 2. There's not in any particular order in the list, and it's not necessarily the 5 biggest things that were in the first game that aren't in this game. It's just 5 things that I thought were interesting to share. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and let's get right into the list. Alright, so the first thing that was in Spelunky HD that's not in Spelunky 2 is the succubus. The succubus was the enemy that was only found in hell that was basically a damsel in disguise. They would appear as the damsel, and then right when you were about to grab it or just go near it, it would turn into a succubus, it's called. And the description is a mistress of Vlad. She seduces men and women alike in the service of her master. So there are many things that Vlad did in the first game, or actually are not in this game, like Vlad's amulet, for example, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, there is no hell in Spelunky 2, obviously. You could say Sunken City kind of replaces that, which you could go into a theory that the Sunken City is hell from Spelunky 1, just, well, sunk, I guess, and flipped upside down. But anyway, this is not in Spelunky 2 for whatever reason. I don't know why. It seems like something they could pull off. But yeah, it's not. So let's get into the second thing. Okay, so the second thing that was in Spelunky HD is not in Spelunky 2 is Vlad's amulet. So like I said for the damsel, it was, the description read that it was kind of the succubus worked for Vlad, and so now we have another feature of some sort of Vlad's is not in the second game. So as most players that played the first game would know, is that Vlad's amulet protected you from any sort of fire, including magma men and lava. So when you went to Yama's throne, if you went into the lava, it would not kill you. The description reads, a magical amulet that protects its owners from fire. And yeah, this one is confusing to me. I don't know why it's not in the second game. I guess it's really just because Vlad is something that occurs so soon, and that giving you immunity to fire would be a little more overpowered if you got it in the second world. So yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. The third entry on this list is the Crystal Skull. So the Crystal Skull was a form of idol in Spelunky 1, and it appeared in Dead Are Restless levels. And basically it was, you know, obviously an idol, and I believe it gave you a few more $15,000. So it gave you a little more money, and it was pretty great. It did summon a ghost right when you pick it up, but the ghost was pretty slow in the previous game, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So for whatever reason, the Crystal Skull is not in Spelunky 2. Dead or Restless levels aren't as common in the second game as well. As for other idols, there's the Madame Tusk idol, which I can't remember how much that's worth, but it's worth a pretty good amount. So I guess the Tusk idol in a way replaces the Crystal Skull. Alright, so the fourth thing on this list is the Haunted Castle. So most secret places from Spelunky HD are in Spelunky 2, like the City of Gold, Black Market, Mothership, stuff like that. But Haunted Castle is not in Spelunky 2. Haunted Castle was a secret world that you got through a Dead or Restless level in the jungle, underneath the crown, or the grave I guess, of some sort of person that died. There was an entrance to the Haunted Castle, and in there is was the shield, and obviously that guy, that like Black Knight I think was the name, and you would get the shield from him, and there was also like a secret character in there. Yeah, obviously the shield is much more easier to get. You can just find it in a regular shop in Spelunky 2. So yeah, obviously Spelunky 2 does have lore, so I guess for that sake they didn't include it in the second game. But they could have, obviously, because there's a Mothership and City of Gold in this game. So yeah, the Haunted Castle was a secret place that was either cut from this game or just not even considered. Alright, so the last thing on this list is the Book of the Dead. So the Book of the Dead entry reads, guarded by Anubis II in the City of Gold, it opens the entrance to the underworld. So as we know, Anubis II, City of Gold, is both in Spelunky 2. But there is no underworld in Spelunky 2. There's an overworld, I guess. I don't know. The Sunken City basically replaces hell in Spelunky 2, but it's different. Instead of going down, you're going up, so The Book of the Dead is basically the way to get to hell in the first game. Even if you found the gate and did whatever, you still could not get to hell if you did not have the Book of the Dead. So in Spelunky 2, basically Quillen, I guess, is the replacement for the Book of the Dead, or the Vases, if you want to say that. But yeah, that is basically the replacement for it. It's obviously its functionality, just like the Ujadai, like it says in the entry. And yeah. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I'm relatively close to 5,000 subscribers. Check out my second channel, I guess, if you're interested, in the description. I have a few things on there. And I guess lastly, follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter. If you don't create an account. It's awful. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.